So we'll talk about a little bit how the cage system can improve your soloing, okay? We're going to start with the very, very basic stuff. And we're going to look at an E-shaped chord, starting from A in this case, and how we can use that in conjunction with a pentatonic scale to make your soloing sound like you know what you're doing. Anyway, so we're going to have this pentatonic scale starting from A, right? And then we've got this A chord with an E shape. First thing you want to do in that E chord shape, in this case, is to memorize what the function is of every note in that chord shape as you look at it. So you want to know that this is a root, then a fifth, a root, a third, a fifth, and a root. And we're going to get way more in depth on this later. But all we're going to do at this very moment is target these notes, okay? And we're going to target one specific one, the third, because that's the one that we don't find in this minor pentatonic scale. There's our third. So we can go a pentatonic scale, and we have a chord, the root's in the scale, the fifth's in the scale, but the third is not. So we're going to target that one to make a connection to what's happening in the background of your rhythm players, whatever's going on. So we have a third here, which means if you know your octaves, we have a third here, and we have a third there. Once again, we'll explore that later. But here's a quick shortcut for it. So we've got a third here, a third there, and a third there. So I'm going to come up with a really short starter lick. What I call a starter lick could be very simple, easy enough, right? Don't make it too complicated. You can do that, whatever you want to do. But that's just the first half of the lick. And then we have the resolution phase, which we're going to, in this case, target the third, one of those thirds. Since I'm right here, I'm going to target this third. Now I can go straight to it. Sounds kind of clunky, or I can add some stuff to it. Now, I've got a nice little resolution that works straight over that chord. Say I'm playing this lick though. Or simple lick, right? I can take this lick. It's kind of unfinished, that's my starter. But I remember now, I see a third up here. I can bend to it, maybe however I want to get to it. Or I can target this third and go. Take that same starter lick. And then walk my way down. So I got a few different places I can target the third. And all those will sound really fantastic over that chord shape right there. Now when you go to the four chord, say you're going to go to the four chord. You can't target it with the same thing, but we'll talk about that later. The concept's exactly the same. Start with this, E shape, 5th fret, 12th fret, whatever you want to do it, but just target the thirds and make yourself sound awesome.